This is a question on transformation, and transformation has already been taught on my channel. That's rigid motion. Under transformation, I taught reflection, rotation, translation, special mapping, and enlargement. So I now have a question, even though I have already solved a question on my channel. This is also another question. Now let's read it. Using a scale of 2 centimeters to 2 units in each axis, draw on a sheet of graph paper two perpendicular axes, OX and OY. On this graph sheet, mark the x-axis from negative 10 to 10 and the y-axis from negative 12 to 12. C. Draw triangle ABC with coordinates A 5, 7, B 3, 4, and C 7, 3. D. Draw the image of triangle A1, B1, C1 of triangle ABC under translation by the vector 4, leg 2, where A maps to A1, B maps to B1, and C maps to C1. E. Draw the image of triangle A2, B2, C2 of triangle ABC under reflection in the x-axis, where A maps to A2, B maps to B2, and C maps to C2. F. Draw the image of triangle A3, B3, C3 of triangle ABC under rotation through 90 degrees anticlockwise about the origin, where A maps to A3, B maps to B3, and C maps to C3. And the last one, J. Find the gradient of the line B to B3. Always, what you need to know about transformation is that you should know your formulas. Transformation, you should know every formula under reflection, rotation, translation, enlargement. You should know your formulas, how it goes about. As I said, whenever you are given a transformation question, you should first work out. You should do your workings before drawing the graph because that will make it simple. Even though you can start plotting A 5, 7, B 3, 4, and C 7, 3, but start working from this part. We have D, so solution. D, translation. And under translation, it means add. Anytime you hear of translation, it means to add. This means A plus B will give you A prime. This is the translation vector, which is V, and this is the coordinates. So A, what is A? 5, 7. So 5, 7 plus B, the translation vector is 4, leg 2. We add. So 5 plus 4. 7 plus negative 2. What is 5 plus 4? 5 plus 4 is 9. And 7 plus negative 2 is what? It's 5, positive 5. Because we owe someone 2, you want a pay, so it's left with 5. For always transformation, we leave our answer in coordinates. So it becomes 9, 5. So another one becomes B plus B equal to B complement. So what is B? We have B as 3, 4 plus B translation vector 4 leg 2. So we add, it becomes 3 plus 4, 4 plus negative 2. So B prime, what is 3 plus 4? It's 7. 4 plus negative 2 is 2. So it's 7, 2. So C plus B is equal to C prime. So always translation means add. What is C? We have 7 3 plus B is what? 4 2. So you see, in each case, we added the translation vector to the coordinates equal to C prime. So it becomes 7 plus 4. We are adding 3 plus negative 2. 7 plus 4 is what? 11. And 3 plus negative 2 is 1. So in coordinates, it becomes 11, 1. Sorry, here is 2. So it's 7,2. Let's move on to, so I'm done with D. Let's move on to G. G, they are talking of reflection. And reflection, they are saying in the x-axis. And reflection in the x-axis, you negate y. This is the same as reflection in the line y is equal to 0. Take note. Anytime you see reflection in the x-axis, it's the same as reflection in the line y is equal to 0. So let's work it out. G. Reflection in the x-axis. So it means y is what? Negative. Take note. So what is A? We have A as what? 5, 7. Because they said draw the image of this, of triangle ABC. If they said of triangle A1, B1, C1, this means you are going to use A1's image to work for A2, B1's image to work for B2, and C1's image to work for C2. But this time, they are just saying A, B, and C. So they have made the question simple. 5, 7. So we have here as 5, 7. So it becomes 5, negative 7. So in coordinates is 5, negative 7. B3. So is what? We have 3, 4. So this is A. B. So here becomes the A 3. So it's 3, negative 4. It becomes 3, negative 4. Always don't forget to leave your answer in coordinates. So this is B 3. No, this is 2. 2 rather, not 3. C 7, 3. So C 7, 3, we have 7, negative 3, we negate 1. This becomes 7, negative 3. So if they said reflection in the y-axis, it means you negate x. You negate x, and that's the same as reflection in the line s is equal to 0. So now f, they are saying draw the image of triangle B3, A3, B3, C3 of triangle ABC under rotation through 90 degrees anti-clockwise. So rotation through 90 degrees anti-clockwise. I taught you a simple table under rotation. So you can revisit what I taught under transformation. So 90 degrees anti-clockwise, it becomes sy back to negative yx. That's the formula. We have A. A is what? 5, 7. So 5, 7, A3 becomes, what is y here? This is x, this is y. So y is negative what? 7, 5. So it's next 7, 5. B. We have B as 3, 4. So it becomes negative 4, 3. So negative 4, 3. C. C is 7, 3. So C3 becomes negative 3, 7. So in coordinates is negative 3, 7. So I'm done with my working. And they gave you a question. Find the gradient of the line B2, B3. Gradient, we know the formula is formula for gradient. So then, gradient is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. But they are saying like B2 and B3. Now what is B2? B2, the coordinates are, let's identify it. B2, we have 3, 4. And B3 is B3 we have the 4, 3. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2. Let's use the formula. So what is y2? y2 is 3 minus y1 is what? Negative 4. So it becomes this over, what is x2? x2 is negative 4 minus x1. We have 3. So we have 3 plus 4 over negative 4 minus 3. What is 3 plus 4? 3 plus 4 is what? 7 over negative 4 minus 3 is negative 7. So once we divide, we are getting a gradient of negative 1. And for gradient, the letter used is M. Take note. So if they say find the gradient of the line AB, this means we are going to use these coordinates. So the first coordinate will serve as x1, y1. The second coordinate will serve as x2, y2. You can be asked to find the equation of the line. That one too, we have a formula for it. And also the length of a line. The length is the same as magnitude or what? Modulus. We know the length. If they say length of AB, the formula is x squared plus y squared, or x2 minus x1 all squared plus y2 minus y1 all squared. This is when you are given only one coordinate, and this is two coordinates. This is length of a line. Length of a line. I just want you to know the formula. Length of a line. And the equation of a line is y minus y1 is equal to m, x minus x1, where m is the gradient. So you first work out for the gradient, and your y1, x1, you identify it in the question. So you'll be solving many questions under transformation. Don't worry at all. I'm done with the workings, so I'm now going to sketch my graph. So I will clean this portion. You see, I'm done with the workings. I want to clean this portion so that I will sketch my graph at this portion. We now know our gradient is negative 1, so take note. So we now want to draw our graph. You know, this is the y-axis. It's y-axis on y. And this is x-axis on ox. So you can choose one. Where these two lines meet, we call it 0 or origin. Now, they said 2 centimeters to 2 units on both axes, but the x-axis is negative 10 to 10. So let's do the x-axis. So this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This is negative 2, negative 4, negative 6, negative 8, negative 10. Even though this is not a graph sheet, but understanding it is very, very important. It doesn't matter, I'm not using a graph sheet here. You should understand it. So this is 2, 4, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Because they said negative 12 to 12. This is negative 2, negative 4, negative 6, negative 8, negative 10, negative 10, negative 4. There are times students will write these negative values here. No, it will be in line with the positive numbers. Take a note. Now let's plot our first coordinates. So A, 5, 7. In between 4 and 6 is 5. So 5 is here. So 5, 7. And in between 6 and 8 is 7. So we have something like this. Because I'll be using short dashes. That doesn't mean you should also use short dashes. Take note. So A, 5, 7. you label your coordinates. B, 3, 4. In between these 2 and 4 is 3. So 4. So we have it here. So B, we have 3, 4. C, 7, 3. In between 6 and 8 is 7. So 7, 3. 7, 3, 2 is here. So we have it here. So this is 3. So 7, 3. So C, 7, 3. So you draw your line. So 2. So this is it. So you see, this is my first triangle. First triangle. I have drawn it nicely. The second one. Now, A1 is 9 halves, 5. We have 9 here. In between 8 and 10 is 9. So 9, 5. In between 4 and 6, 2 is 5. So 9, 5 is here. So A1, 9, 5. We label it. B1, we have 7, 2. So this is 7 and what? 2. So B1 is what? 7, 2. C1, we have 11, 1. So C1, 11 what? 1. 11, 1. So C1, 11, 1. You see the coordinates, they said S-axis negative 10 to 10. But after working it out, you see we are getting one X value as 11. So that's why it's very, very important to work out your values. Now I've added 12 to it, even though they said X negative 10 to 10. But after working it out, we are getting what? 11. This means I should add 12. And in between the 10 and 12, we have what? 11. So let's join down our points. So we have something like this. So we have A1, B1, and what? C1. A1, B1, and C1. The understanding matters most. So let's move on to A2. Now, A2 we have 5 and 7. In between 4 and 6 is what? 5. So 5 and 7. So we have something like this. So A2 is what? 5 and 7. B2, 3 and 4. In between 2 and 4 is what? 3. So 3 and 4. Something like this. So we have B2 as 3 and 4. Let me bring short dashes. And C2 is what? C2, we have 7 and 3. So this is 7. So 7 and 3, we have it here. It's here. So C2, 7 and 3. So you join down your lines. So I have my A2, B2, C2. Let's move on to A3, B3, and C3. Now A3 is negative 7 what? 5. So in between negative 6 and negative 8 is negative 7. So 5 is here. So let me draw my short dashes. So it's not difficult. So we have A3, next 7, 5. B3, we have negative 4, 3. So negative 4, 3 is here. So B3, we have negative 4, 3. And C3 is negative 3, 7. So negative 3, 7 is here. So C3, negative 3, 7. sorry, like 37 is here, in between 6 and 8 is 7. So it's here. So C3, like 7. So this is A1, B3, and what? C3. So let me open this one here. So A3, we have next 7, 5. Now let's draw our straight lines. We join it. So I now have my graph. So you label it, you write the scale 2 centimeters to what? 2 units, because they will mark it on both axes. They will mark this one. So take note, 2 centimeters to 2 units on both axes. This means on the x-axis and the y-axis is the same scale. So you see, I said in between 6 and 8 is what? 7. Like if you take a graph sheet like this, and I have something like this, and I label here, I'll use the graph sheet as the latter part, but I want you to get the meaning of transformation very well. I'm having a graph sheet here. So this is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. You see, in between 2 and 4 is 3, but one may ask, how will you locate this 3? If you count the number of boxes, it's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This means half of 10 is what? 5. So this 5, we count it as 1. So 1 plus 3 is what? 3. This one in between this line divides it into 2. So this is 5. That's what I meant. My next question, I will use the graph sheet. But I believe students will really appreciate this question on transformation because Castro has made it very simple. So, as I always say, the channel's name remains Learn Maths with Castro. Learn Maths with Castro. Please subscribe, share, and turn your notification on. Thank you.